But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed, she getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, straight bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shiver, this a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers would shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the Ill Cartel. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salutes to you for joining me on this lovely Wednesday hump day afternoon. Salutes to y'all. Hope everybody's been at the gig getting that million money. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. All right, salutes. What is poppin', people? We got a couple of things to cover today, so we are back in the building. I missed y'all. Your boy been over here doing the behind-the-scenes mothership work. But welcome. I'm glad y'all are here tonight. We're here for a good time, not a long time. We started early because I know everybody got to get that paper in the morning. Million. Now, Oso did bring something up. He said, yeah, it's good that it's early too. You know, World Cup. Man, fuck the World Cup. If I catch one of y'all motherfuckers dip out on us and I do a chat check and I've come to the conclusion that y'all are at the World Cup on your screens, I'm putting you in the fucking back.
Put him in the fucking bench, you might.
All right, welcome. Let's get up in the chat real quick. Shout out Zoraida. Wipe your feet on your way in. Drop your like. I agree. Please do so. All right, hit that like button on the way in. Happy hump day to you too. Shout out Karen, Germany. Salutes. Leave some of your DNA on the like button. I agree. Shout out to the Z team. Snicker season in the building. Salute Shannon. Shout out Mesa. All is well. Appreciate you. Shout out my brother Oso. Best channel on YouTube. I agree. Shout out Kenny. Salutes to the suspects. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Shout out Velez on the check-in. Shout out Andrew. He came in here swinging like a wrecking ball. Hold on. We got to get him right, though. We got to get him right. We need this right here. We need this.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Boom. Swanging. Swanging. Salutes. What's the chances Shy is matching? Very likely. Very likely. Shout out Porfi on the check-in. Shout out Big June. Salutes to all the usual suspects. Shout out Kenny. All right, we're here for a good long time. Tranquilízate. Relax. Shout out Don, my brother. Say your nieces say hi. They're next to me, D and Lou. Salutes to y'all. Hello, D and Lou. I love you both. I miss your face. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope to see you soon.
At Snickers and sent $99 on can't wait for the.
Shout out Snickers season for the $9.99 super chat. Can't wait for the show. We are here, Papa. An impromptu Wednesday live. I wanted to do this yesterday, but other things popped up. Salutes to you. Appreciate you. Lucy Garcia, give me a shout out. Salutes to Lucy Garcia. Shout out me and Lucy. Shout out Lucy and D. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. Now log off. Shout out Big June. Just want to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
I want to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Velez said Mexico playing tonight. Yeah, you can watch Mexico from your phone in the bathroom.
Put him in the fucking bench, you might.
Well, you could be right in the bathroom watching the World Cup. Yeah? Shout out Zoraida, man. All right, shout out to the girls. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Let's see. All right. Made through the chat. Shout out JP. Positive vibes out to JP on the Overwatch in his ghillie suit. All right. We're going to cover a couple of things tonight. We're going to cover the government of Mexico, Omar Garcia Harfuch, making clear and putting it on the world stage that the 4 letters, the CJNG, were funding the Chapitos. That was their alliance. So that's what the headline says. So we're gonna check it out. We're also gonna talk about Guero Palma. Guero Palma has done an interview from prison. We're gonna talk about him. Guero Palma has a horrible story. Part of that life that we cover here. His story is a little extraordinary. So we're going to cover that. I'll get into the story, more of the story another day, but I will give y'all a breakdown of that. And we're going to do some body cams. We're going to do some stuff. I'm training my robots to handle the business. So I'm testing a new editing cycle today. So I want to get a couple of things in before we get out of here. All right? Shout out Velez. So you mean to tell me the pizzas is broke? That's the question. You know, the original question was, did they need muscle? Were they broke in the sense of strength? Was money too? I mean, one always leads to the other. I think it was obvious the whole time. They needed something. How much did they give up though? Or is it all smoke and mirrors and everybody lying? What do we know? All right. What do we know? Harfouk the Mexican Batman, they say out here. No shit. You know, is there a part of him that's the villain? Is he an anti-hero? Because, you know, everybody says he's been connected, he's been plugged all this time. They said his daddy was plugged. We'll see. He's hunting him down, though. But they try to take him out. They try to end him. Shout out my brother Oso. Hit that like button on the way in. I agree. Shout out Zorada. Saludos, mi querido amigo Jonathan. I hope you're enjoying your hump day and staying cool. Because I'm on fire. The way things changed. Just a month ago, it was cold over there. Shout out TJ. Velez, they financed the war. Just tap that like button. Shout out Cody on the check-in. Velez, they're so broke they'll be selling actual pizza soon. And it'll sell. All the alucines, all the wish they wers and wannabes would love to have a slice of that pizza. Alright? Shout out Zoraida. People, please go back and make sure you dropped your likes. Some people, it's just they can't do it. But if you've been here more than 5 minutes, we've entertained you already. So hit that like button. Shout out Velez. The hats don't need financing. Yeah, no mama's way. Shout out JP. Salute my boy. Wherever your sniper's nest is at, he will not reveal the location. He will not. He actually moves after he lets a shot off. All right? Pizza parties like a motherfucker. Coño, man. All right, boom. So 100's up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. All right. To my brother, it's time to get my nieces from in front of the screen. Because Theo's about to get into some adult shit. All right. Shout out Big June. No thanks. That pizza might have fetty in it. Yeah, you sitting there thinking it's Parmesan cheese and shit. Next thing you know, you fetty whopped. All right. Boom. Let's get to it since we're already talking about it. Let's get to it. Let me see where it's at. Boom. Let's get in the chat. Shout out Cody. Salute to everybody. Salute to you, sir. Appreciate you. That's why Zoraida eats organic. Organic pizza, no Fetty Wap problems. What happened to John A. Light? What happened to him? Something happened to him? You know something we don't know? Oh shit. I forgot Twitch and Kick. I do it every time. I gotta set that to automatic or something. Alright, let's get it. Back on topic. El Mencho financed Los Chapitos Sinaloa cartel faction, reveals Harfuk. The cartel Jalisco Nueva Generación supported the Chapitos faction of the Sinaloa cartel against rivals Los Mayos, providing financing as well as combatants, revealed Mexico Security Minister today. During la mañanera del pueblo,
Velez sent $10 to cool down the Ferrari.
Let's get in the chat. Shout out Velez for the $10 power chat to cool down the Ferrari. All right, salute to you, sir. I appreciate you. I will get my beer first chance that I get and get the Ferrari cooled off. Let's get it. Back on topic. During La Mañanera del Pueblo press conference on Tuesday, June 16, 2026, Harfuk stated, at some point, there was some kind of funding or personal reinforcement from Southern Sinaloa. Nothing more. Just financial and personnel reinforcement from the Jalisco cartel to the Sinaloa cartel faction, he confirmed. The way he says it, nothing more. Well, I mean, what else? Are we missing something? What else do we need? Now, you make an alliance. The what have you done for me lately of it is, all right, what you bringing to the table? Well, I got soldiers. I got some paper. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to this. You know? Maybe the Chapitos knew what these guys were going to get out of all of this. Routes and territory or whatever. They were like, yeah, man, there's a cost for that shit. Or do y'all think they dead broke? Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Which one is it? War's expensive. But not if you let Ivan's Instagram tell it. If you let Ivan's Instagram tell it, shit. Got all the money. According to Harfuk, there are currently no indications that this alliance has continued after El Mencho's death in February 2026, as Mencho was personally in contact with Los Chapitos. Do y'all believe that part? A lot of people asked after he passed away or was taken out, after he got his cartel award, lifetime achievement award. Everybody said, what does this say for the alliance? We didn't know. Your boy Harfuk is saying, no mention, no alliance. They're probably not dead broke, but running a little low on funds. Enough to invite the enemy. No? Enough to open the gates. They needed something. They didn't go for help for nothing. They needed. It was needed. But here we are. It's still going. That war ain't slowed down. Not that we've heard of. Ivan's low on money and on time, I think. Man, we've been saying that shit, the time part, for a long time. And I'm, again, this was a war that some thought would end quickly. Shout out Velez. If he was personally in contact like that, they probably turned him in. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
So that's a bad deal. But again, if they are indeed responsible for every conspiracy theory or every accusation thrown their way, there ain't been a villain. Marvel ain't made a villain. DC ain't made a villain quite like these motherfuckers. Shout out Snooker season. Velez might be onto something. It sounds like Harfouk said it very matter-of-factly. According to Harfouk, there are currently no indications that this alliance is continued after El Mencho's death in February. I would ask another question then. So then if there's no longer an alliance, why didn't the war end? Right? If they needed the alliance to stay in the war, but now the alliance don't exist, how are they still fighting? How do they still exist? They needed it. If it's not there no more, what happened? They don't need it no more? I don't know. Following the betrayal of El Mayo Zambada in August 2025, the Sinaloa cartel violently erupted with the Sons of El Mayo battling the Sons of El Chapo for control of criminal groups and territory. Well, that's the government making it official. We saw videos of guys with guns and camouflage vests and all kind of shit. And they said there was an alliance, but everybody still asked, you think it's a real alliance? You think it's a real alliance? Well, they're saying there was an alliance and it had to do with money and personnel. And Batman over here seems to think that that alliance is over. Then I ask you, why hasn't the war ended? Why hasn't the war ended? Where are they getting the personnel and the money from now? Shout out Cody. I always wonder how much of their dad's money they have access to. A lot of people have those wonders. They wonder where the properties go, whether, I feel like all of that shit starts getting picked apart like pigs if you can't protect it. As far as the money, yeah, they still have access to something. Who knows how much, but evidently it ain't enough if they had to call their enemies for help, Let's get in the chat. Prospect LA say John A. Light got arrested. That's not good. He just cussed out Fat Joe the other day. The internet's gonna run and put that together. What did he get arrested for? These guys can't stay out of trouble, man. Couple 2-tree turned over a new leaf guys. They keep going to jail and shit. What y'all going to jail for? Shout out Patricia on the check-in. Salute, Shy and Familia. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. And what? He dies. They gave up money. They gave up personnel. He dies. And the alliance is over. I don't understand how that makes sense. They got into that. They put money in there. They put personnel in there to get something out of it. They're not just going to be done with it because he's gone. Had to lock the door and get my burr. All right, shout out Shannon for the flow state. Let's get in this flow state. 200 jewels, I appreciate you. I wish they'd let me put it on the screen, but they don't. All right, boom. I got my beer, watermelon punch. It's going to taste like a Jolly Rancher. I already know. 4.8 ABV. All right. Back on topic. Shout out Velez. Probably not all of it, Cody. They supposedly trying to get Emma to give them some of his properties. Go on your man. She got the stuff, huh? That's right. She does got the stuff. I wonder how much pressure they put on her. These guys, do these guys think that they're fighting a winning game? Like, what? I feel like, I don't know. Once they start hawking her for properties and shit, it's like, hey, shouldn't y'all be concentrating on the war right now? I don't think the alliance is over. In some capacity. There has to be some capacity where somebody's like, hold on, we brought bodies and bread over here. We're going to get what we're going to get out of it. And I would assume if the Chapitos went and made an alliance, that they needed the alliance. And for it to just be over and them not needed no more, I would have think this shit would have been over with. But what do I know? I saw that one time they were supposedly telling her to hand things over. She got pressure on her. Chapo's wife got the stepchildren in here trying to get this money, fight this war. But it has been acknowledged in front of the world by Omar Garcia Harfouk that CJNG was financing and bringing personnel numbers up for the Chapitos. That's official. All that other shit, who knows? I think Emma left Mexico because they were trying to kill her, threaten to right around the time she turned herself in. Yeah, she couldn't run forever. They'd have probably been on that ass. Let's get in the chat. Shout out Shannon. Jack Daniels, indeed. I'm telling you, this thing tastes like a Jolly Rancher. Back on topic. No respect for his dad's wife. I don't know how much respect, the respect that was taught around these families was defined differently than what it really was. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not the type of respect you and I have. This shit's different. Ain't no respect. What's the next step? Respect be damned. They're probably older than her and shit. I think they are. They're definitely older than her. So. We're living in a different world than when we started this channel. We started this channel, Chopper was in there. Now everybody's in there. Miles in there, Mental's gone. The boys done lost their alliances, according to Harfouk. But I don't know that that's it. Everybody just break off and go their own way, then something should have ended. But for the trillionth time, if the Chapitos actually are responsible for all the things everybody says they're responsible for, fuck Thanos, Skeletor, Gore the God Butcher, any villain you could think of, nothing on them. Nothing. Let's put up a poll. Is the alliance between CJNG and the Chapitos dead or still alive? Get your votes in. Shut up, Big Jones. Let's get in the chat. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Hit that like button. If you've been here more than 5 minutes, we've entertained you. All right, these votes are going back and forth. To all the ghost watchers, when you hit that like button, it doesn't tell us who did it. And when you vote, it doesn't tell us who did it. So if you want to continue ghost watching and still get your democratic voting, your due process, feel free. Shout out Velez. Back on topic. Shout out Velez. The alliance is still alive. It's convenient for both. Right. But who's calling the shots on that side? They are they lost the leader. They're in a bad position. According to Kata and Stefan, they got 4 or 5 different candidates that can be leader. All right, get your votes in. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Right now, we at 43% believe the alliance is dead. 57% believe it's alive. Get your votes in. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. All right. I think we're going to move on to the next segment. Oh, y'all saw it? Let's get in the chat. Shout out Zoraida. You can't put the gifts on the screen, but it does pop up on the screen when the purchase is made. We can also see it in the chat. Okay. So when that okay, I didn't see it pop up on the screen. I don't be looking at the screen that much. Good. Shout out to Jules. Jules are fun. Jewels are fun. Your boy been getting the work in. All right, I've been lining up Ill Films. Ill Films is gonna be this week back in play. I'm scheduling things out. The link for my Ill Films channel is in the chat. And my Ill Crimes body cam channel as well is getting stocked up with content and put on a schedule. So make sure you sub up over there. Make sure you hit that like button over here. Sub up if you ain't subbed up over here. At some point, we're going to cover Dustin Poirier's body cam footage. Back on topic. Hold on, let me. I think they have to focus on reconstructing their situation, even though they would benefit from help, from the help of the Chapitos. They definitely got some restructuring to do. I don't know. Have y'all heard anything about infighting between the four letters about this power struggle? We have to look more into the Jardinero side of it. What did he give up? Who gave him up? But has there been infighting? I don't know. I just would think that if the alliance was over, and let's just say they represented half of the Chapitos' muscle, if the alliance was over and that half was gone, maybe those are the L's we've been seeing. We've been seeing some L's lately, no? The alliance is very important for both sides. The Chapitos have the routes and CJNG has the manpower, so they both need each other. Shout out Aiden on the check-in. Appreciate you. Indeed. Indeed. They definitely need some restructuring. Dan las cosas. Everything's real shaky for these guys. But not if you ask their fans. If you ask their super fans, they'll tell you, todo tranquilo, nothing to see here. No worries over here on this side. Meanwhile, it's all emotional.
Emotional, damn it!
The whole shit is fucked up. Let's get in the chat. Shout out Luis Garcia on the check-in. Salutes to you. Appreciate you. Back on topic. Let's see what's up with this poll. Get your votes in. I'm about to close the poll. Is the alliance between the CJNG and the Chapitos dead or still alive? At this point, 44% say dead and 56% say still alive. All right, get your vote in the next 30 seconds because I am shutting that shit down. I am shutting it down. Boom. 60% say still alive. 40% say dead. Let's get in the chat. Shout out Zorada. Listening while cleaning. Didn't do it before the show. Yeah, I had to do mine for the show. Don't worry. Emotional damage. Zorada's watching the Mexico game. Te estamos velando. Te estamos velando. Alright? Velez, we watching you today. Make sure. Back on topic. Who getting the better part of that alliance? When? Then or now? That's the question. Before February when Mencho got knocked down or before, or now? Before they had the benefit of his mystique, his name, what that came with. the disgusting legacy that they build. They had that. Now they got a bunch of motherfuckers that don't know who's the boss. They waiting on Tony Danza over there and shit. You know? Shout out Ish for the shot. Salutes to Ish. Hold on, restart that. Let's get in the chat. Shout out Ish for the shot. All right, I will pour the shot shortly. Shout out Velez, not a Mexico fan. Now, if America was playing, if the U.S. was playing, I wouldn't even show up. You'd be in the fucking bathroom. Next live stream, you'd be in the fucking bathroom. Shout out HG on the check-in. Back on topic. Not Tony Danza. Yeah, Tony Danza, man. They looking for the boss. When was it better? When was the alliance better? Now or then? Right now, what they got? Bodies? Nobody know who to send where? I don't know the situation. Or, like some of you have suggested, that the Chapitos put an end to Mencho anyway, and they had all of this in their contingency plan, and they weren't betting. Man, we're making them. Lex Luthor's brains ain't got shit on them. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. But that's the question. When was the alliance going to benefit them more? With him or without them? Without him. I think with him. And in that turn, we knew that didn't look good for them. We knew that CJNG was getting the better half of that alliance. You know? Why? Because the Chapitos had to go get their help anyway. So just them having to do that lets you know who's benefiting. Even right now, I think Jalisco's getting the money Jalisco's getting from the alliance is better. The better part of the alliance. Okay. If everything is still going smoothly, listen, the price of the brick ain't up on the street. You know, things are business as usual. We regular around here. Shout out Kenny. My opinion is I don't think the pizzas took them out. They needed them. Seems that way. But now, so there's two wrinkles to that. That then the alliance must still be in effect, because if they needed them that bad, they definitely not losing all of these people and then still being in the midst of this war. So that's two things. They needed him. He got taken out. Now they got what they got. But if the got what they got, if the scraps that they were left with end up disappearing, I would think that would, if they needed them that bad, that would hurt their strength. But who knows? We can have a million possibilities, a million theories. Who knows if we'll ever even know the truth? You know? Let me get the bottle real quick. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. We had a 50% ratio here. If you've been here more than 5 minutes, we've already entertained you. We deserve that little kinetic energy. It don't cost a thing. It's free. Salutes. I think the new management of CJNG might want to be more low key. You think they hashed it out that quick? I wonder. What, February, March, April, May, June. It's been a long time. We've heard yogur. We've heard, Jaldinero. We heard some other guys. We heard El 03. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's that simple. But the government saying is that the alliance no longer exists, and I'm saying I don't think so. I think it does. But if they did take him out, then it's like you said, they will go down as the illest villains of all time, bro. If everything everybody attributes to them, you know, if the sun don't come out tomorrow, it's their fucking fault. Let's get in the chat. Salutes Raven on the check-in. Hey, bro and family, happy Wednesday. Salutes to you, Raven. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let me go get this bottle. Boom, Hunter's up in the chat for y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Boom, got the bottle. It's frosty. To cool off the Ferrari. All right, let's get it. Next story. So for those that don't know Guero Palma is one of the guys that started off with Chapo and those guys back in the day. And he's been portrayed in all of the TV shows, the Narcos Mexico, the Netflix Chapo show, and often ask, you know, if his story was a story where on a more notorious level that the cartel started targeting families. I want to dig into the story in depth one day soon. I've seen it portrayed in different movies and TV shows. The basic gist of it, I don't know how much this part is true, but the basic gist of it is that the hitman that was ordered to take out Guero Palma's family got close to his wife, and manipulated her, got her trust, took her life, and then videotaped himself getting rid of her children off of a bridge, right? Which was Guero Palma's wife and child, right? They say he went crazy. He went after everybody's family, okay, and got dude. But that's a story we'll get into another day. He's been in prison for a very, very long time, and just recently, he's done an interview. We're seeing these men that are up in age, that are in these penitentiaries, that did these things. They too have their rights that they denied people. But it seems he has some things to say in his older age. Now, we've been hearing recently that he wasn't in good health and they moved him from prisons and this and that. Well, We got to look into that because all that moving him stuff. Meanwhile, now he's doing interviews. That sounds like he might got something in the dossier that somebody might want to know. That's just me and my, what's the word? Paranoia. Well, Palma's a sad story, indeed. Let's get in the chat. Shy, you see Dustin Poirier's arrest. The cop was shaking. Yeah, we're going to cover that tonight. I'm going to go through the body cam tonight at some point. I need, I hope Dustin learned his lesson, and I hope, he can figure it out. It's hard for fighters. But again, we're gonna cover that tonight, so. Boom, pour this shot, Olympic standard shot glass. Illinois State Athletic Commission shot glass. I seen pictures of Mencho's tombstone from Father's Day. Yeah, I saw that too. They must have spent 10, 15K eyeballing it on the flower. He know his shit. He lowballing it. He know his shit. Let's get it back on topic. They don't have a translation for it as far as an AI voice. So it's your boy today. Let's see what he's what he has to say.
Principales.
Yo ya le pagué por lo que a mí me juzgaron y yo no
I've already paid for what they accused me of.
lo debo más.
I don't owe anything more. Come on, man. What did the twins' father tell them? That they'll never let you alone. They'll always want something from you. They'll take everything. They don't really care about how much El Guero Palma's telling them that, he served his time. They don't give a shit.
El narcotraficante Héctor Palma Salazar, mejor conocido como el Güero Palma, dice que el gobierno mexicano...
Right, Hector Palma... Wait, what's his name?
Traficante Héctor Palma Salazar.
Hector Palma Salazar, drug trafficker.
Mejor conocido como el Güero Palma, dice que el gobierno...
Better known as Güero Palma.
Mexicano quiere que muera en prisión.
Says the Mexican government wants him to die in prison. He want to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Concedió a nuestra corresponsal Atsiri Cárdenas la primera entrevista en exclusiva desde su arresto en 1995.
This is the first exclusive interview since his arrest in 1995. Wow, 95. What a time to be alive.
¿Qué tal? Muy buenas noches, bienvenidos. En ausencia de Ilia Calderón y Jorge Ramos, les saluda León Krause y Paulina Sodi. Vamos a comenzar con la información de esta noche porque lo hacemos con las declaraciones exclusivas a Noticias Univisión del narcotraficante mexicano Héctor Palma Salazar, mejor conocido como el Güero Palma. Sus abogados han fallado en su intento para que su cliente pueda obtener la libertad.
The lawyers have failed in their attempt to get their client released.
Si es Paulina, en México y en Estados Unidos se le considera fundador del cártel de
In Mexico and in the United States, he's considered a founder of the Sinaloa cartel,
Sinaloa junto con Joaquín Guzmán.
along with El Chapo.
Palma tiene 63 años y enfrenta 2 cargos por homicidio.
Palma's 63 years old and faces 2 homicide charges. I'm sure Buddy got way more bodies than that. All right? Shout out to Ish. Salutes. Ha cumplido mi condena. God damn.
Coño, man.
Emotional, damn it.
Get the Ferrari started right there.
Las autoridades aseguran que fue uno de los máximos exportadores de cocaína.
Así
They say he was one of the top exporters of cocaine.
es, Héctor el Güero Palma se declaró preso político y de ese
Güero Palma declared himself a political prisoner, which so often happens.
y de otros temas conversó con nuestra compañera Atsiri Cárdenas en la primera y única entrevista que ha dado desde su arresto en 1995.
El gobierno de México quiere que muera en la cárcel. Eso asegura Héctor Palma Salazar, uno de los personajes
Yo, look at him. He's making them wait. He's waving at people and shit.
más emblemáticos en toda la historia del... El gobierno de México quiere que muera en la cárcel. Eso asegura Héctor Palma Salazar, uno de los personajes más emblemáticos en toda la historia del narcotráfico en México. Tras casi 3 décadas de lucha legal en diversos tribunales,
He arguing with them and shit. Hold on, man. I gotta talk to my people. What the fuck are we doing?
enfrentando muy serias acusaciones de homicidio y narcotráfico en los años 80, el Güero Palma...
Hold on. Let me see what she's talking about.
Cárcel. Eso asegura Héctor Palma Salazar.
He says the Mexican government wants him to die in prison.
Uno de los personajes más emblemáticos en toda la historia del narcotráfico en México.
One of the most emblematic figures in the history of drug trafficking in Mexico.
Tras casi 3 décadas de lucha legal en diversos tribunales,
3
enfrentando
decades of legal battles in various courts.
muy serias acusaciones de homicidio y narcotráfico en los años 80.
Facing high-level accusations of homicide and drug trafficking in the 1980s.
El Güero Palma asegura ser hoy un preso político del gobierno de
But
México.
today he claims to be a political prisoner of the Mexican government.
La verdad, desconozco cuál sería el motivo por el que no quiere que salga.
La verdad desconozco. What's desconozco? I know conozco. Is he saying, I don't know what the motive is that they don't want to come out?
Pero ya ve que el señor presidente Andrés Manuel López Obrador
But I've seen that the president, el señor presidente Andrés Manuel López Obrador,
es el que ha estado obstaculizando o sea que una y otra vez mi libertad.
he's been obstructing my liberty over and over again.
En 3 ocasiones ya lo ha hecho.
On 3 occasions he's done it.
Entonces, desconozco por qué lo estará haciendo.
But I don't know why he's doing it.
A sus 63 años de edad, Héctor Palma Salazar, considerado por el gobierno estadounidense uno de los más grandes importadores de droga a su país, habló en exclusiva con Noticias Univisión y lo hizo vía telefónica desde el
Sabeles, don't know equals desconozco. Okay, cool.
penal federal de máxima seguridad, considerado por el gobierno estadounidense. A sus 63 años de edad, Héctor Palma Salazar, considerado por el gobierno estadounidense uno de los más grandes importadores de droga a su país, habló en exclusiva con Noticias Univisión.
They keep repeating the same shit. He spoke to us exclusively.
Y lo hizo vía telefónica desde el penal federal de máxima
He did it via telephone from maximum security prison
seguridad del Altiplano en el Estado de México.
from Altiplano. What happened? They already closed up Chapo's tunnel?
Tras años de negarnos la autoridad entrevistarlo dentro de la cárcel, quien aún
After years of the government not allowing him to be interviewed inside the prison.
es señalado como uno de los principales narcotraficantes de toda la historia de México, acérrimo enemigo del extinto cártel de Guadalajara,
He's one of the biggest ever in Mexico and a staunch enemy of the defunct Guadalajara cartel,
lo que provocó una gran ola de violencia que aún
which unleashed a great wave of violence that still
azota al
plagues
país y
the country.
señalado por haber presuntamente ayudado al Chapo Guzmán a fugarse de la cárcel en 2001.
Accused of allegedly helping El Chapo Guzman escape from prison in 2001.
Hoy dice que es su momento de quedar en libertad.
But today he says it's time to let me free. Right? Can't hold me here no more. I've served my time. Let me out. I decided that it's time. Now, what was his sentence? Was he still fighting cases? What are we talking about here?
Ha sido en exceso el abuso que han cometido en mi cuarto.
It's been excessive, the abuse that they've committed against me.
Ante las autoridades, licenciado,
Against the law.
yo ya les pagué por lo que a mí me juzgaron y yo no les debo más.
I paid for what they accused me of and sentenced me for, and I don't owe anymore.
El 24 de junio de 1995, la entonces Procuraduría
On June 24th, 1995, the then attorney,
General de la República,
the then Attorney General's office,
envió este boletín de prensa notificando su arresto. Había
sent this press release notifying of his arrest.
sido capturado en una finca de Zapopan, Jalisco, donde convalecía de heridas provocadas por la caída de la avioneta en la
He'd been captured by a ranch
una finca de Zapopan, Jalisco,
in Zapopan, Jalisco,
donde convalecía de heridas provocadas por la caída de la
where he was recovering from injuries caused by a plane crash.
avioneta en la que iba. Se le
He was accused of being
acusaba de ser uno de los mayores generadores de violencia en México,
one of the biggest generators of violence in Mexico,
como cabeza del cártel de Sinaloa y mover toneladas de
as the head of the Sinaloa cartel and moving tons of cocaine.
cocaína.
Nunca pertenecía a ningún cartel.
He said,
No, mommy's wait.
he said, I was never part of a cartel, ever.
Ni pertenezco ni pertenecí.
I'm not part of one now, and I wasn't part of one then, or I've never been part of one.
En 2007 fue extraditado a Estados
In
Unidos,
2007, he was extradited to the United States.
acusado de ser uno de los grandes traficantes de drogas a su país. Su
Jesus, you keep repeating yourself. Accused of being one of the country's major drug traffickers.
sentencia fue de 16 años. Fue
Got a 16-year sentence. Well, we done passed that one up already, huh?
liberado 9 años después por buen comportamiento,
He was released 9 years later for good behavior. Then what happened?
informó el gobierno estadounidense. Tan pronto pisó suelo mexicano, fue arrestado
As soon as he set foot on Mexican soil, he was arrested again. So the U.S. already used you for whatever they were going to use you for and sent you back, and it's Mexico bullying you. Okay, I got you.
nuevamente acusado de diversos homicidios. En 28 años de lucha
Accused of various homicides.
legal, su defensa
In 28 years of legal battles,
ha logrado que tribunales federales desestimen los cargos
his lawyers have managed to get federal courts to dismiss the charges
por errores de la fiscalía o bien por prescripción de
due to
delitos.
prosecution errors or the statute of limitations. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
En México hasta el día de hoy solo un cargo se
In Mexico, to this day, only one charge
le comprobó: posesión de drogas en el año
has been proven against him, drug possession,
1993.
in 1993.
Pues mire, yo soy acusado por el delito contra la salud, por lo que a mí me acusaron y que
Listen, I was accused What does that mean, los delitos contra la salud? Disturbing the peace? What's he talking about? I was accused por los delitos contra la salud because of what they accused me of.
me sentenciaron, es lo que yo puedo reconocer.
Que son
It's crazy. He looks the same way as the day he was arrested. He went from looking old to old. Delitos is the crimes, okay.
En México de homicidios. Tan pronto pisó suelo mexicano, fue arrestado nuevamente acusado de diversos homicidios. En 28 años de lucha legal, su defensa ha logrado que tribunales federales desestimen los cargos por errores de la fiscalía o bien por prescripción de delitos. En México hasta el día de hoy solo un cargo se le comprobó: posesión de drogas en el año 1993.
Pues mire, yo soy acusado por el delito contra la
I was accused of crimes,
salud, por lo que a mí me acusaron y que se me sentenciaron, es
and for all the things they accused me of, I served my
lo
sentence.
que yo puedo reconocer.
¿Qué son qué delitos?
And she said, what crimes are they?
El delito contra la salud, un delito que
Crimes against peace.
se me juzgó por 7 años.
What's juzgó? Un delito que se me juzgó por 7 años.
Ya lo demás han sido puras fabricaciones.
He said, other than that, they've made fabrications. Coño, man.
Coño,
They called
man.
them liars.
Semanas fue acusado de ser autor intelectual de 2 nuevos homicidios presuntamente planeados
He was accused of being the mastermind behind 2 homicides allegedly planned
dentro de la cárcel.
inside of prison.
Durante nuestra conversación con Palma Salazar, él asegura haber sido extorsionado
During the interview with Hector Palma Salazar, he claims to have been extorted
adentro del penal federal.
inside the federal prison.
En nuestra próxima entrega informativa, él nos dice quién, cuándo y cómo presuntamente
In our next report, he tells us who, when, and how
lo extorsionaron para obtener su libertad.
he was allegedly extorted to obtain his freedom. Damn. He got accusations and shit.
En Jalisco, México, Atsiri Cárdenas Camarena, Univisión.
Gracias, Atsiri, por esta exclusiva.
Cosas durante una entrevista exclusiva que Atsiri Cárdenas le hizo al narcotraficante Héctor Palma Salazar, le aseguró ser un preso político. Sin embargo, muchos
Guero Palma claimed to be a political prisoner. However,
lo consideran como cofundador del cartel de
many consider him co-founder of the Sinaloa cartel.
Sinaloa y uno de los narcos más influyentes en la historia criminal de México. Hoy en
One
la
of the most influential drug lords in Mexican history.
segunda parte de esta entrevista, el Güero Palma explica
In the second part of this interview,
cómo supuestamente lo extorsionaron en el penal federal
she just said that, Papas. He explains how he was allegedly extorted in federal prison
a cambio de su libertad.
in exchange for his
El
freedom.
pasado 17 de mayo parecía que todo estaba listo para que el Güero Palma abandonara
On May 17th, it seems like everything was ready for El Guero Palma to
el penal
leave
federal. Una
the federal prison.
jueza del estado de Hidalgo había ordenado su inmediata
A
libertad.
judge in the state of Hidalgo had ordered his immediate release
Tras haber prescrito nuevos cargos de homicidio. Al día
after new homicide charges had expired.
siguiente, dos jueces distintos solicitaron nuevamente su
The
arresto.
following day, two different judges again requested his arrest.
Durante nuestra entrevista exclusiva vía telefónica desde el penal, Palma Salazar aseguró
During our exclusive telephone interview from prison, El Guero
que a
Palma
pesar de
stated
ordenarse su inmediata
despite the order for his immediate release,
libertad, fue hasta 24 horas después que le notificaron que tenía nuevas órdenes
it wasn't until 4 hours later that he was notified that there were new arrest warrants. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
They got a problem with him. They trying to keep his ass in jail.
de aprehensión.
No me explico por qué tanto interés en mi persona para
He said, I can't explain why there's so much interest in who I am,
mantenerme preso.
to keep me in prison.
Sé que yo ya le pagué a la sociedad por lo que me habían acusado.
I already paid to society what they accused me of.
Las nuevas acusaciones son de ser el autor intelectual de 2 homicidios.
The new accusations are that he was the mastermind between
En
2
el año
homicides in 2000.
Uno en Jalisco y otro en el estado de Hidalgo,
One in Jalisco, one in Hidalgo.
planeados durante sus años
Planned during his years in prison.
de reclusión. ¿Cuál fue su participación en esas acusaciones, señor?
What was your... She's good. She's like, he ain't near me. I'll ask him whatever I want. What was your involvement in those accusations, Mr. Palma?
Palma?
Ninguna, señorita. Yo
None, young lady.
no participé de ninguna manera en
I didn't participate in any way
esos hechos.
in
Son
those
hechos
things. Those things are fabricated
aplicados por la Fiscalía General de
by
la
the prosecution of the Republic.
República.
Según su abogado, un solo testigo lo acusa.
Ya fue desvalorado
A single witness, where his lawyer says a single witness has already been discredited
por todos los tribunales del país,
by all the courts in the country.
mayoría, como un testigo mendaz, falso y contradictorio.
False contradictory witnesses.
Según Palma Salazar, hace 3 años fue extorsionado en el área de locutorios del
According to Guero Palma, 3 years ago he was extorted in the visiting area
penal federal.
of the federal prison.
Es afirmativo, licenciado. Fui extorsionado el año 2020. Entonces,
No, he's saying 2020. In 2020, he was extorted
un fiscal federal, entonces,
in prison.
dando una notificación, y entonces me entregó una carta donde ahí
They gave me a card. They passed me a card or sent me a card,
pedía $6 millones
and they asked me for $6 million,
para que a cambio de mi libertad.
¿Y quién
and then they'd give me my freedom. No, mama.
No mames, güey.
es ese fiscal federal?
Bueno,
He's saying it was the federal prosecutor that gave it to him, that told him this. And she said, which federal prosecutor?
eso se está investigando, nosotros ya pusimos la denuncia.
He said they're investigating that. We've already, gave our statement. No mames, güey.
No mames, güey.
Los juicios por los dos asesinatos podrían mantenerlo
The
varios
trials for the two murders
años más en la cárcel.
could keep him in prison for several more years.
De acuerdo con el abogado de Palma Salazar, tanto él como su cliente valoraron el riesgo que implica
Guero Palma's lawyer and his client, they assessed the risk
para ambos el
involved
que haya hablado desde la cárcel.
for both of them in speaking from prison,
Ya consideran llevar su caso ante cortes internacionales.
and are already considering taking their case to international courts.
En Jalisco, México, Atsiri Cárdenas Camarena.
Shout out Airi Cardenas Camarena. Salutes to you, girl. Shout out Velez. I thought he already served his time in Mexico and in the U.S. So did he.
No. No mames, güey.
He thought the same shit. Okay, crimes against health. I always wondered why Chapo and Mayo couldn't help him get out, or maybe they wanted him in there too. In the TV shows, they infer, and more than infer, that they put him in there, that they left him there. I wonder who wants to keep him in prison. Who's scared of him coming out? Somebody. I don't care how old he is. They're going to drop another body on him. Plot twist. It was Mayo with his connections that kept him in there so Mayo's position wouldn't get dropped. Anything is possible at this point, Papa. You write your own ending in this story. Let's get in the chat. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Make the numbers number. We still at about 50%. That's foul, disrespectful. All right, shout out Ish. I was watching an interview where someone explained who did what and worked for who in the 90s. It's all hearsay. Shout out Kenny talking about Dustin Poirier. He said in interviews if he doesn't fight, he has dark demons that take over, and now he's fighting. He's trying to control them. I hope he gets help. Seems like a good dude. He is a good dude. He just got demons, and liquor ain't for him. Liquor gets at his inner bitch. Back on topic. But the guy explained Chapo had a small plaza. He partnered with a much older Palma. Then when Chapo got locked up, Mayo partnered with Palma. Let's get in the chat. Shout out Ish. I like his corrido. I'm sure he got a few corridos with his fucking story. Shout out Edwin Rodriguez on the check-in. Shout out you the best. I appreciate you. Salutes. Thank you for coming through. There's Pete, our head of marketing in the building. Shout out Pete Never. Shout out Tony. Appreciate y'all. Back on topic. I believe that Chapo and Mayo thought he was a liability. He was out for revenge and not thinking about business. Quite possible. And if indeed that was the catalyst for them not fucking with him no more. Excuse me. We've often asked the question, is that where the cartel started going after family and shit? Because that was a very brutal fucking story. Yo, Velez, you gotta take dude off the fucking high horse, bro. You gotta stop it, bro. Mayo wouldn't do that. He would never do something like that.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Cut the shit, bro.
Cut the shit. The fuck out of here. He'd do whatever. What's up? You denying that he been turning motherfuckers in for 50 years? Stop it. I expect better from you. Someone high doesn't want him to get out. Back on topic. Someone high doesn't want him to get out. Shout out P. He did have war with the Arellano Feliz cartel. I believe that's what Patricia's talking about. You know? That was more than war, right? That was blood vendetta. I want to destroy everything you've ever fucking loved, everything that's ever loved you. Coño, babe. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. It started raining hard, and the sun just went away in the sky. Back on topic. They all been turning in enemies and their own lower level people. Absolutely. So fuck them. Wait a minute. He said it was $6 million and he could get out. He was being extorted, but his ex-wife and that dude that killed his wife took out $6 million from his account and stash houses. Was that the exact number? No, mommy's weak.
No, mommy's
That would
weak.
be crazy. Kenny done cracked the code in this bitch. That's hilarious. Shout out HG. No way Velez is the #1 fan of El Mayo. Numero uno. That's it. Me either. Shout out Ish, bro. I got uncles and cousins that smoked each other. I don't put nothing below anyone. Nothing. Sick. They dropped his kids off a bridge. Indeed they did. I can't blame him for having a blood vendetta. But also, it's your fault, Papas. It's your fault. It's your fault. You introduced that shit to your family, bro. You do it, it bleeds all over your family. So I don't, miss me with the sympathies. Shy, you're so heartless. We're dealing with a heartless situation here. Fuck you talking about? Get him, HG. Get your boy. Listen, you think these interviews, do we need a poll? Let's get a poll. Will these interviews,
At Glory Days 95 cent $99 on What's Good Bro, the World Cup been good to me.
You see now, he put me in a position here now, all right? Now I'm in a position. And the position is, I said, whoever I caught over there watching the fucking World Cup and not here, we was putting them in the fucking bathroom. So they could watch that shit off the phone in the shitter. But Glory Days must have hit a bet because he said, what's good, bro? The World Cup been good to me, all right? So he dropping a dono at the same time, so it's like he bought his way out the bathroom and shit. Motherfucker. Shout out Glory Days. Welcome. All right? You got past me this time, motherfucker, but I'm watching you. All right? We put motherfucker. Oso was in the living room earlier. I know he was watching the World Cup. I almost put him in the fucking bathroom. Almost. Shout out Kenny. That was probably a subliminal jab. What was? But shout out Glory Days for the 16.99 New Zealand. Salute to the World Cup. You better be dual casting because I'm gonna go live for the final game of the World Cup. So you better be simulcasting. Alright? Y'all convinced me to do that shit. Hundreds up, salutes. I'm getting cussed out in the comments. Motherfuckers in the comments talking mad shit to me. Shy, you can be manipulated by the twins. Shy, shut the fuck up. Don't y'all understand? I do the manipulating around here. Y'all ain't figured it out yet. But I was going to put up a poll. Will these interviews free Guero Palma? Yes or no? Easy, real quick. All because of this game of Monopoly. Listen, shout out Jorge. Jorge, if the game of Monopoly had more guns and knives and instead of go to jail, straight to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
You could just start smoking motherfuckers and sending them to the upper room. The upper room. It's more like Grand Theft Auto. The game is more like Grand Theft Auto, but being played by a diabolic 12-year-old. That's where the game is. It ain't even Monopoly no more. But it's played sloppily. But shout out Jorge. Puro show. Puro show. He said, don't put his character on blast. Get your votes in, and hit that like button, man. Same thing. Same thing. Oh, back on topic. Where is it? Hold on, I'm looking for something. It was probably a subliminal jab. Seeing if you pay $6 million, saying if you could pay $6 million, you get out $6 million they took. Sending codes and shit. He's talking in codes and shit. That other older guy from the TV show, old as fucking, still locked up. Rafael Caro Quintero. He's getting his deal in now. Let's see if he blows the top off of this Kiki Camarena case. They still trying to pin the Kiki death on him. Let's see what he got to say. He want to make a deal. Here's the thing, Velez. Both things don't have to be mutually exclusive. Both things could have happened. It's just he's the only one that's going to be punished for it. Let's get in the chat. No show ni que nada. She already told you, bro. All right, I'm about to end this poll. Get your votes in. It's 43% say yes. These interviews are gonna free Guero Palma. He's gonna put pressure on the Mexican government and get out of jail. But 57% say no. He ain't going nowhere. These interviews are a waste of time. Back on topic. At some point, I think these guys are old as fuck and serve time. If they were non-violent, let them out. They weren't non-violent, papas. The only motherfuckers that I know that have been non-violent, everybody says that they're lying. So, but they weren't non-violent. And guess what? And they still get off with a slap on the wrist. Even if they weren't, let the families get their get back if they really about it. It was the CIA that did it, but he was there when all of it was going down, so they're going to pin it on him. That's it. But he going to pin it back. Let's see what happens. He might pin it back. I don't know how much good it's going to do him, but it is what it is. All right, I'm about to end this poll. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. 43% say these interviews will free him. 57% say no. It might get him lit up. Caro? You talking about Caro, Pete? They might get after him for talking on the CIA? Shit. I just said those fucking 3 letters. Who knows? Some people are saying Oliver Tree got taken out by the CIA. Hundreds up. Free King Larry and King David. I bet the twins' boss wear a hat that is tiny. Oh, shit. Pete said Palma. Oh, it might get him lit up. The interview, that too. Indeed. Indeed. They're never gonna tell us if he speaks again against them on what happened. He getting out. He not getting out though. No, he's done. They already let him out once. They're not doing that shit again. It's a wrap for all that shit. It is an absolute wrap for all that. Shout out Sam on the check-in. Isn't Felix free? Last I saw him, he was still in prison. He might be free now. He might be free now. But it just happened. Shout out OT on the check-in. Jorge, the tiny hats run all of that. We're going to have to get into that one day. Shout out Cody. He's still locked up? No shit. I thought they recently. Let me see. He's on house arrest. He should do a tour of that house on YouTube. Yeah, he's on house arrest. Child Velez, he had on home confinement, but can't C can't walk on his deathbed pretty much. See, it'd be like that. Shout out Sam. All these so-called bosses. It's crazy how these guys are such a big piece of Mexican history, good or bad. Yeah, notoriously. And same in Colombia, same everywhere else. Same here. The notorious here are cheered and cheer themselves. But yeah, he's on house arrest. Shout out Sam. Carlos lay there out doing interviews and selling books, and that's the thing. You know, it's usually said, you know, it used to be those who win the war write the history. But now, these guys are getting deals. You get a deal, you get a deal, you get a deal. Or they're getting out of prison when they've done crimes to humanity. And they're getting out of prison, and they're able to do these interviews, and they're able to write the story. You think Carlos lay there has to tell the truth about Pablo Escobar? He don't have to tell the truth about shit. He's alive to tell the story. That's it. They had no mercy for anyone. Now they need to be men accountable like the Flores twins. Accountability is a thing of the past for everybody. I don't know how much it ever existed. But I don't think he's getting out of jail. He ain't on shit. I don't know what he, you know. They'll be like, yeah, cool story, bro. Whatever. We don't care.
We do not care.
No. So. All right, y'all. We've been here an hour and a half. We're going to do some body cams or some interrogations or some true crime stuff. We covered our cartel topics for the day. We're going to see what's interesting. Anybody got anything interesting out there that I should cover? Let's get in the chat. Shout out Michael of all the drug traffickers. Memo Fantasma I found the most interesting. Don't know nothing about him. Not yet. We'll see. Shout out Sam. Shout out Ish. Was crazy how these guys, boom, got that. Carlos lay there. Numero uno. Back on topic. Guero gonna serve 70 years on a 10-year sentence. Yeah. You know, some guys, who knows what it is they know. Maybe they don't know nothing. Maybe that's just the guy that they chose and they said, hey, you're the guy. Don't think about going home. Velez over here giving timestamps and shit. I'll put you in the fucking... First of all, let's piss the dog off. Everybody's dog. Secondly, I'll put you in the fucking bag. Shout out Pete Never. Fuck all those deals. That's what they're getting right now. The deals are sweet. Shout out Patricia. The Flores twins were raised with values de un padre mexicano, respect and familia. I wouldn't go that far. They were raised into drug trafficking by a padre mexicano. They had the wrong kind of padre mexicano in that sense. They would have probably lived totally different lives and been just as successful, if not more. You know. What they picked up from their mother and from the streets. Some of the good lessons that their father taught them, but everything else was eh. And at the end, he chose, you know, what he chose. And they chose what they chose. El Plaga from Russo's is out. Everybody's out. What they got? They on probation? They got parole officers? The fuck they doing? there's a lot of noise on X about him. What they talking about? Is he going back to the game? Is he done? You got to piss in the cup? What do you got to do? I know they've been saying he's still arrested, but can't prove he's still in custody. A lot of the noise about some cars that got confiscated in Durango. His shit, I don't know, weak ass motherfuckers in Mexicali. That motherfucker, if you can't find them in the system, then, well, ain't no system. You talking about Mexico. Ella French's body cam footage. Ella French, who's that? The cop? I can't keep up, bro. Name sounds familiar. Shout out Raven. You could tell their mom still gave them manners and empathy because they could have been flashy, disrespectful, and ruthless. Example, it's not your cheese. It's not your cheese, man. Yeah. Yep. A lot of sense. You know? I agree. What's the Ella French story, man? That's new? I mean, that body cam just came out? Oh, yeah, that was an officer. Okay. I know we saw the other one, the most recent one, the young lady that her partner, it was friendly fire or whatever. We haven't finished that. Shout out Patricia. That's how it is. That's the way it is in Mexico, Shy. True. The twins got good and bad as well, as we all do. However, they respected the old ways. We never judged our parents and obeyed in everything. I'm proud of who they are. Yeah. To me, they're two different things, but I agree. Jay is kind of flashy. Shout out Pete. Pete ain't gonna let him slide. A little flashy. Little chicas champagne. I'm looking for this body cam, this Ella French body cam, but I don't see the full thing here. If anybody has it, drop it in the Discord. Two goofies in Chicago. Yeah. Police officer. Definitely goofies. I'm looking at their mugshot right now. But all these body cams are just like 2 minutes. Is that it? Is that 7 days ago? I guess that's it. Sun-Times, Tribune. Let's see. Guess it don't need to be that long, huh? Let me screen it first, then I'll tell y'all if we could watch it. Pulled over a CRV. That's what it looks like.
Can you put the music for me? Okay. And then just cut off
Goofy number 1 is driving.
Is there keys? Okay. He's gonna take them to the front.
She took Goofy's keys. I think there's
One at a time.
Is that another goofy on the passenger side? Or is that a girl? Some shit. Hold on, if this ain't too crazy, I'm gonna show y'all, but.
Alright, one at a time. One at a time. Okay?
Hold on, let me see something. I'm gonna just react to this with y'all because I don't see nothing crazy in here, but let's get it. This is the Ella French Chicago police officer body cam footage that was dropped 7 days ago by the Chicago Tribune. You should have been cut the music. You motherfuckers don't know how to move.
And then just cut off the car, okay? Is there keys?
Cut off the car.
Okay, he's gonna take them.
She took the keys. She wasn't taking no chances in that sense. Is this her body cam? I'm assuming it's her body cam.
One at a time. Alright, one at a time. One at a time.
Shout out Ish for the next shot. Salutes to you. Appreciate you, sir. There's a girl in the front, another goofy in the back. Okay, she was shout out Cody. She was already on it. She saw they had history on her computer. I bet, quite possible.
Are you gonna take her out first, Blas? That's why. All right, one at a time.
I'm gonna grab him. I told him. Okay, step on that. How are you, sir? How are you? Oh, perfect. Perfect. We'll just make sure you guys got liquid in the back, right?
You have weed on you? Where is it? Okay, you just leave it there now. No weapons
What he told her I got weed on me?
on you? You guys are smoking, right? Yeah, I saw that. And you guys have open liquor in the car. Are you from here? Wait, I'm gonna have you step out. Step out, you're gonna turn around and put your hands up, okay? That way?
Oh shit. So who shot her? The dude in the car shot her? So the other dude got away. She didn't even chase him. She turned around and went the other way. Oh, I wish she would have chased the other one, but who knows if he had a hammer too. Holy shit. So the dude that was there was a cop struggling with one in the passenger seat. It seems to be he's the one that shot her.
Step out, you're gonna turn around and put your hands up, okay?
Fuck. Yeah, bad luck indeed. The passenger, I believe, was a girl. Is that a girl that this cop is fighting with in the front seat? I don't know what's happening there. She saw the other cop chase Buddy. She turned around, went back.
Get him.
He's fighting with somebody in the front seat. I thought it was a girl in the front seat. Supposedly it is a girl in the front seat. Is he fighting with the girl? Or is he fighting with somebody that tried to jump from the back seat to the front seat? I'm so confused. Shout out Cody. Did the male cop get shot too? The girl had shorts on. This looks like pants. Did this kid dive into the car to try to get a hammer? What's happening? I gotta figure that out. All right, we gotta look into this right now. I'm looking to see. Yes, Officer Yanez Jr. was also shot multiple times, surviving with critical permanent injuries, including partial paralysis and the loss of his right eye. So buddy that was wrestling him got shot too. Wow. That's a couple of dummies. She was a 3-year officer. It's crazy. The female cop got hit. She was killed. And then the male officer that was wrestling Buddy in the front seat, he lost an eye and had a whole bunch of other problems because of a couple goofies. Couple dorks with guns. Still didn't get away, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit just got worse for you. That's it. That's it. What a shithead. Shout out Patricia. Jay's more charismatic. Pete's more of a deep thinker who plans things out. Jay just goes with the moment. They could have just took charges. Ain't that the truth? They could have just took charges. Now they're in there for life. Real stupid. I seen their ma go viral on Facebook defending them. She just got to stay out of it. I get it. It's hard. It's hard for you to, you know, see your baby going through stupid shit, but just shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bitch! Shut your fucking mouth!
Shout out Ish. To give you insight, I got friends who got put on the ban from murder and a bunch of stupid charges. They would have been out and about like nothing. But it ain't got to do with this story, right? Shout out Patricia. That video is crazy. These officers were doing their jobs. What is wrong with this generation? Crash outs. Fucking crash outs. Straight crash outs. Oh, nothing to do with the story. Okay. I thought you were talking about connected to these guys. I thought you were giving me insight on this. Put on bans for murder and a bunch of stupid charges. They would have been out and about like nothing. Culture. Culture, nothing in its place though, man. Nothing to no help, man. It's just a foregone conclusion that these kids is over with. I don't, I get annoyed, especially at this point in my life, when I see the gangbanger or the cartel guy, that guy that's finally survived long enough to have some kind of remorse and wants to do all that shit. Listen, man, if we don't change these kids from the age of 8 to the age of fucking 14, they're lost. If you don't catch them there, I can't blame the music either. The music is a byproduct of it. In some cases, some of that shit was made to poison. But you can't blame the music no more, because now the shit is the live streaming. It's been whole music since the 1910s. That shit didn't, invent hoeing. I hear you. But think about us as a culture. Everybody rooting for the bad guy. The villains are the most interesting part of the movie. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Let's see what's up with this Dustin Poirier footage. Real quick. Shit reminded me of a body cam of a wedding where some guy KO'd 2 cops and gets shot. And the family said, who the fuck got shot? And why'd you shoot him? Shout out Ish. Coño, mate. Fuck.
Coño, man.
Yeah, their mom defending him. It's like, it's indefensible, man. Enough. I'm a mother. I'm gonna. Okay, you do it. Just know you don't have to make sense to us people who have some kind of logic. All right, let's get it. So, for those that don't know, Dustin Poirier is a UFC veteran, future Hall of Famer, recently retired, and seems to be going through it. All right? I've been noticing for a while since his retirement, and I chalked it up to being retired and, trying to have a good time or whatever. And I would see him in interviews and I'd be like, he looking a little saucy. Not just bigger and bulkier saucy, because that too. But like he was liquored up a little too much to be on TV. And I've been saying to myself, Dustin needs a fight. I've been watching him on his new show. I've even thought there sometimes, I wonder if he's got a little left behind last night with him in this place. Because he's looking like he's a little tipsy. I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking crazy, right? Some interviews during media week, same thing. And then I hear Dustin Poirier got locked up at the airport. Now, is Dustin Poirier an obnoxious dude? Not really. He don't put that off. Right? He doesn't come off that way. Disrespectful? Not at all. Not at all. But I believe personally in the duality of man. How a man can be two things at the same time. And I don't think people give that enough credit. I heard he was arrested, and then I saw a video of him at the airport at a bar, and there's some guys trying to wrestle with him. He's obliging them. Because it is an obnoxious thing for young motherfuckers to walk up to legendary fighters and think it's cute to, take the... I get the picture with the fist up. That's one thing. But to start trying to, get a single leg on the guy and shit like that, how about you sit your overzealous ass down? You're sizing up a Hall of Famer. Maybe y'all should go catch your fucking flight. So I saw those videos from that day, and I said, maybe somebody was fucking with him and shit went left. And, not a big deal. The story's not going to be a big deal. Dustin ain't the kind of guy to just be out there acting a fucking fool. And then I saw this body cam, all right? There's a couple of things to watch here. You can watch Dustin Poirier, and I will say he's extremely out of character. I can tell that he's in a blackout state where he doesn't know what the fuck is going on, what he's doing. And I'm sure he's looking at himself like an asshole right now. Like, my dream show is to speak to the people that I cover in these body cams after the fact and see if there's any type of remorse, any type of change. Do they look at themselves like an asshole, or are they still making excuses? He's already spoken. He's already said that, alcohol destroyed his father's life and he can't let it happen to him. So he's already feeling remorseful. But when I saw him, he was instantly out of character. But you got to look at this from a couple angles. You also got to look at yourself as being the officer that approached him, who is a fan of this mixed martial arts, top of the fucking food chain, future Hall of Famer. All right? Let's get it.
Palma. Let's go, big dog. Let's go, big dog.
First and foremost, you're on duty, okay? You're there to do your duty, right? Hold on, we got to play this again so you can see it. Hold on. You're the officer on duty. You get from behind this door right here.
Palma. Let's go, big dog. Let's go.
And you see Dustin Poirier aggressively walking towards you, saying, "Let's go, big dog. Let's go, big dog."
No, mommy's wait.
Shit. Andabas pedo? Was he drunk? Indeed. Very, very drunk. Okay? Very drunk. And he running up on the officer. You there to do your shift, and you open the door. Dustin Poirier come out talking about, "Let's go. Let's go, big dog." Again, not his character. Might be who he is inside, because it be like that. Shout out for this. No mames me cago.
No mommy's wait.
That's it, man. Shit.
Palma. Let's go, big dog. Let's go, big dog.
What's going on?
What's up? Bunch of hoes.
Right there. What? Right there when I saw that. What the fuck? Dustin Poirier turned around and said, "Bunch of hoes."
No mommy's wait.
He ran up on the cop, talking about, "Let's go, big dog." Turned around and said, "Bunch of hoes."
Let's go. Palma. Let's go, big dog. Let's go, big dog.
What's going on?
What's up? Bunch of hoes. Let's go. Let's go.
Relax.
No, they you lying. Yeah, pull me off the plane. All my boys went to the crib. Now what the
And this is why he got
all right. You Dustin Poirier?
Man,
you, bro.
No. No, mommy's wait.
He said, "You Dustin Poirier? Man, fuck you, bro." God damn. Oh, man. So he begging it for it. Pidiendo un chinga a gritos. He's begging for it. Listen. The cop already know who he is. The cop's a fan, I'm sure. You Dustin Poirier? Man, fuck you, bro. God damn, boy. Oh, shit.
Yeah, pull me off the plane.
So he's saying, these hoes, let me translate for y'all. These hoes that pulled him off the plane, all his boys done went to the crib, so what the fuck? You want to go? But he said, you Dustin Poirier? He said, man, fuck you, bro. Shout out Velez. Yeah, that ain't Dustin. It's not. It's Dustin. We all got that guy in us. Some of us got that guy in us. He just don't have to be on parade every day. I don't think people understand that. Right? Dustin always seemed level-headed. Not today. Not today, Papas. Not today. All right? He talking about these hoes. These hoes. And he would. That was already the first out-of-pocket shit. I could see him walking up on the couch talking about let's get it. But to call the women hoes, I don't see him doing it. It's just not him. Not like that.
Let's go, big dog. Let's go, big dog.
What's going on?
What's up? Bunch of hoes. Let's go. Let's go.
Relax.
No, they you lying. Yeah, pull me off the plane. All my boys went to the crib. Now what the
And this is why he got
All right. You Dustin Poirier?
Man, you, bro.
All right, just relax.
Man, you and her and her.
Fuck you. Fuck her. Fuck her and fuck her.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Go get your fucking shine box. What you gonna do?
I'll fight you right now. Now what the
And this is why he got
All right. You Dustin Poirier?
Man, you, bro.
All right, just relax.
Man, you and her and her. I'll fight you right now.
No, I don't want to fight, bro.
I'll go with you right now.
Bro, I don't want to fight, bro. I don't want to
Let's
fight.
go.
I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
Radio, have you
Yeah,
step
tell
it
him.
up.
Tell him, come on.
Get a couple of
Because it's going to be bad.
Bro, just
It's
step
going to be
back.
bad, my nigga.
Bro.
Well, he even dropped the N on him. Dropped the N word on him. It's gonna be bad, my nigga. It's gonna be bad. That's Lafayette, Louisiana coming out of his ass right now. That's what that is. Right? That's Dustin Poirier's inner child right there, right? And he out of the testing pool and his shoulders is huge, he juiced up. That officer wanted an easier day at work, man.
Coño, man.
That officer wanted an easier day at work. He got the pass. What pass you want him to get? Yeah, shout out Cody. He begging to get locked up. He don't know he's begging to get locked up. That's that blackout shit. To me, that is some of the most dangerous shit in the world. That blackout shit. People like that should not be able to drink. Though you are still responsible for your actions, it's too late once somebody else suffers the consequences. You know what I mean? This cop wanted, wifey packed him a nice lunch. He thought he was going to have a chill day. Disgruntled people. He got Dustin Poirier talking about, call for backup. It's going to be bad. All right? That's Lafayette.
I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
No, I don't want to fight, bro.
Man,
and he knows. He don't want to fight him. If I'm going to fight you, I need at least 1.5 million. That's not me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the cop. My price, crazier than that. All right? But the cops letting it be known, listen, this ain't a pay-per-view, motherfucker. I ain't letting these bitches get me in some shit. Right? Yo, that shit made me cry, Kenny. He said, when he said, are you Dustin Poirier? He said, man, fuck you. Cop instantly seen his life flash before his eyes. When the door opened, man, this shit is like that's a crazy meme right there. The fucking door cracks. Door cracks. It's Dustin Poirier standing there talking about, let's go, big dog. Let's go. What? Mind you, cop got a hammer on him, right? Cop don't want to be the one to smoke a Hall of Famer out there. Oh, no. In the airport terminal? At the gate? Huh? Cop don't want to struggle with him, don't want to scrap with him. None of that shit. But Dustin, fight or flight, he already missed his flight. He don't give a fuck at this point. Let's get it. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Dude should have called in that day.
Her. I'll fight you right now.
No, I don't want to fight, bro.
I'll go with you right now.
Bro, I don't want to fight, bro. I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
Radio, have you?
Yeah, tell him, come on.
Get a couple of
because it's gonna be bad.
Bro, just
it's gonna be bad, my nigga.
Bro.
What's up?
Bro, relax.
You wanna fight? Radio 237.
Those ladies gotta be wondering, why the fuck is this police trying to get the fuck out the way? We're closer to this fucking man than this cop is right now. And we don't got tasers. Now, maybe those ladies know, oh, this is a fight camp that's on the plane. Maybe they don't. Maybe they think this is just an asshole from Miami. Meanwhile, the police is telling them, excuse me, miss, get the fuck out the way. Let me get through. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Look at them. They're like, man, get your shit, girl. All right, come on, let's get out of here. Cop on the radio was like, step it up. Did he say something? Did he say that? That would be hilarious.
Yeah, tell him. I'll fight you right now.
No, I don't want to fight, bro.
I'll go with you right now.
Bro, I don't want to fight, bro. I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
Radio, have you?
Yeah, tell him, come on.
Get a couple of
because it's gonna be bad.
Bro, just.
Hey, he said, he said, radio, have the units start rolling and have a couple units. You got problems, Papa. Turning a misdemeanor to a felony and then some. Now, here's my thing. I know the cop don't want to lock him up for that, but it's on camera. They probably going to have to smash him or whatever the fuck he said. He threatening motherfuckers and doing all kind of shit. And being liquored up and blacked out ain't an excuse. I do not want to see Dustin Poirier. Listen, and this is not a Chuck Liddell Dustin Poirier that's 10 years past retirement, 15 years past his glory days, 20 years past his glory days. This motherfucker retired about 3 weeks ago. Got out of the testing pool on the juice, and he's fired the fuck up. His wife is telling him what to do at the crib, bossing him around and shit. Got him doing projects. He done ran out of projects. He want to go do his fight show and get fucked up. This cop ain't facing some, Don Fry. And Don Fry still bust you in your shit right now in his 60s. But cop got a better chance with Don Fry than he got for a freshly retired, probably needs another fight, Dustin Poirier. You know what I'm saying? Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Look at his hands right here. This right here is, come on, man. Please stop. Please. I don't want to shoot the shit out of you. I love you. You are responsible for good times in my life. But you can't be calling these hus over here. And you can't be threatening me and shit. He's not fighting the old Chuck Liddell right there. That to-do list must be huge. He ain't want to go back home. Well, when I saw the mugshot, I see his eyes were red, and he looked just broken up about it, right? And that's when I realized, yeah, stupid. You done came back to your senses. You blackout. It's a different dude right there. That's the dude. You'll only see that when he's sober if there's a situation that needs it. I don't know if you remember. He's not one to be fucked with. He was on a float in a car going through a parade, and somebody, I think, gave him a quote that Connor said about his girl, and he smacked dude with that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's not the dude to fuck with, but he's also not this. And he could definitely be both. Cop in the meeting room when they come up with the worst possible scenarios when this cop opens the door. This is going to be in training classes from now on, Kenny. This shit is in the curriculum now. All right, so listen. If you open the door and there happens to be a Dustin the Diamond Poirier on the other side of the door talking about, let's get it, big dog. Here's what you do. Shout out Johnny. He's on dope. Nah, that part I don't believe. That part I don't believe. Alcohol, I believe. As far as his mouth and he can't talk, that motherfucker got new teeth. Shouldn't have got them new teeth. Shit look like a mouthpiece. Shouldn't have got them new teeth because I know he's going to take another fight. He need another fight. But he need a plan on what the fuck he going to do when it's over. I guess luckily for him that happened with cops and not against a civilian. It would have killed someone. Man. Listen, I was surprised at how he came at them ladies. But I think them ladies is flabbergasted right now. Like, why is this police so scared?
Gonna be bad, man.
Oh, bro.
Look, this lady's like, come on, Edith, let's get the fuck out of here. Leave that shit. Let's go. We got a whole big airport we could be in. We don't have to be in this corner with this fucking animal and this scared ass cop.
What's up?
Bro, relax.
You want to fight?
37.
Bro, this right here, it's on the training screen, Kenny. You know how they got the big screen and shit? Where they train you? That's it right there. Dustin Poirier is standing there. What's up? You want some? Call everybody. I'm about to break you up. What?
Ready to start several units.
How you boys not gonna fight something?
He's telling the ladies that the cops pussy. How your boy not gonna fight something?
What's up?
Bro, relax.
You want to fight?
37.
Ready to start several units.
How you boys not gonna fight something?
Bro.
You can't put regular people in those positions, and I know that's not his character, to put regular people in those positions. He's just stupid drunk, but it's not an excuse. And it needs to be a fixed behavior. You can't do that.
Boy, you...
Bro, relax, bro.
The guy does a lot of good. Guy got foundations and shit. And here's the thing. What are these ladies still doing here? Right here, they're walking in this trajectory. Away. When they cut back, they're right at the window. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Radio 37 Sam.
Boy, you...
Bro, relax, bro. Relax.
What the fuck they doing over here now?
Relax, bro.
You gonna tase me, dog?
You gonna tase me, dog?
You're not gonna fight something.
Radio 37 Sam.
Boy, you...
Bro, relax, bro. Relax, bro.
You gonna tase me, dog?
Relax.
Bro, I'm gonna bang you up.
Bro, relax.
I'm gonna do.
Just relax.
He turned his back on him and everything. Motherfucker got a taser on him. He turned his back on him.
Give me a good one.
Relax.
He said, I'm gonna fuck you up. Shout out Johnny. Cop should have gone one-on-one. If he starts losing, blast his ass. I mean, in both circumstances, it only take one shot. Cop could get knocked dead, or he end Dustin. I'm glad it ended the way it ended because Dustin don't deserve it on a regular day. He tweaking right now. But that's what alcohol do. I'm not one in the Bible and shit, but I know it calls alcohol an instigator. Ain't that the truth? He's like, you gonna tase me, dog? I'd have been like, it's better than shooting you. Maybe he would have shut the fuck up right there.
Shut up, bitch! Shut your fucking mouth!
Maybe you'll get to see your fucking Hall of Fame induction. Maybe you charge at me and I put 7 in you. Shout out Velez, he wouldn't have been awake to grab his strap. And here's the whole point of that. The dude did not want to do that to dude. He know who he is, and I bet you he believes that he knows his character. I'd have been like, you want to go home and taste your hot sauce again, motherfucker?
Relax, bro.
You gonna tase me, dog? Boy, you.
I ain't gonna tase you.
Bro, relax, relax.
You want them to make that the documentary on your life is about to change. So I suggest you lay on the floor, put your hands behind your back, and I'm still not gonna come grab you. You try to motherfucking pull a move on me, I end up in one of your darts chokes, or you jump Gilly, because we know he go for the guillotine every time. Shout out Johnny. He should at least use this taser. The cop should get fired. Do you think it was an out of control situation? I think them ladies should have got the fuck out of there. They'd have probably shot me or you for less.
Relax, bro. Relax. Relax, bro.
You gonna tase me, dog?
Relax.
Bro, I'm gonna bang you.
I will say, we often say, oh, the cop escalated, the cop escalated. This motherfucker knew to de-escalate. De-escalate.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
This cop was de-escalating. De-escalante. These ladies, though, they yearning for a hurting, man. They looking, they want to stay around the shit.
Bro, relax.
Lady, now you are definitely in the line of fire. What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out. Get out! Gave him his back. Here, take my back.
Bro, I'm gonna bang you up.
Bro, relax.
Dustin's crazy as shit. That's the motherfucker you want in that dark alley with you. Same shit that make you love him, make you hate him.
I'm here, good one.
Just relax.
Give me a good one.
Yo. They kicked him off the flight. This guy's a UFC fighter. You know.
What's going on? Yeah, that officer made it very clear to the other officer. That guy's a UFC fighter. And instantly, Dustin's like, hey, man, these fucking hoes, man.
They kicked him off the flight. This guy's a UFC fighter. You know.
What's going on, brother? Talk to me. Man, the beach is lying hoes, man.
Lying hoes. What's up, Dustin? Ain't want no smoke no more? Huh?
Let's go. All right.
Shout out Johnny. The level of disrespect toward the cop is unbelievable. As a man, he should have done something. Let me explain something to you. Again, we don't want our police to move like robots. On anybody. Right? Because then when they move like robots, now we say disrespect is worthy of being killed and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it happens to everybody. We want a cop that has enough common sense to call for backup, to try to de-escalate as best as he can. You know? I don't know that we want them, you know, but we want ones that are able to keep a level head. He kept a level head. He opened the door. There was a tiger out there. Shout out HG. They're being hoes. Which one of them ladies hanging around or them cops? Now, I get it. You think disrespect is you probably think disrespect is worthy of murder. The cop assessed the situation, knew he's drunk, knows who he is, probably understands that that ain't his character, doesn't want to get in a scrap with him, doesn't want to smoke him, wants to de-escalate, and he did good. That could have ended real fucking ugly right there. That could have ended real bad. So.
No. They kicked him off the flight. This guy's a UFC fighter. You know.
What's up? Dustin don't want no more now that there's more than one? That man, these fucking hoes, man. They took me off this flight.
Bro, talk to me. The beach is lying hoes, man.
I tell you what, I put my money on that. He's walking around, what y'all think, 190? I put that money on that 190 pounder against both of them. All three of them if there was one more. Can they get him? Yes. Can he get them? Yes. Like the Hangover movie when dude opened the door, there was a tiger. That's what just that's what just happened to that cop.
Let's go. Arrest me.
Boom. Dustin said, arrest me.
Let's go. Let's go.
No, there's more.
Arrest me. That's the best way, though.
That's the best way. He finally says something that makes sense. That's the best way. Because that tiger felt cornered. Shout out Cody. I'm not going near him without half of the police force behind me. Shout out Patricia. That officer acted professional. And he didn't make a bad situation worse. Plus, you can't reason with a drunk. Man, all the sense in the world. This wasn't a situation where Dustin Poirier had a hammer out and was threatening, you know. He knew all of the things that it was. At least he complies when he's getting cuffed. He's the one that put his hand out. He said, this is the best way. He knew. He was cornered. It was decision time. I'm going to bust your shit or what? Shout out to that. Straight to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
I am in no way being apologetic for Dustin Poirier. I don't think he needs it. I am a fan of Dustin Poirier. I've watched his career. I saw that kid come out of Lafayette, Louisiana with Tim Crater. All right, before he went to American Top Team. And it's totally out of character. Again, like Patricia said, you can't reason with a drunk. Under other circumstances, outside, coming out of a club, coming out of a car, this could have ended dramatically different. This ended the way it was supposed to end. And he said it. It's the best way, dog, because I'm feeling cornered right now. And if I start stealing on you motherfuckers, it's a wrap.
Hey, pound it.
Look, he want to dap up the cop. Now, this is two things. He's giving him props and he's shitting on him all at the same time. He's telling him to dap him up.
All right, man.
Now you did a great job, bro. You did a great job. You did what you could.
You did a great job. You did a great job. You did what you could.
No mommy's weak.
You did what you could.
Hey, all right, man. Now you did a great job, bro. You did a great job. You did what you could.
All right, man.
Now you did a great job, bro. You did a great job. You did what you could.
Shit to bed. Let's find his mugshot so that we can see how he looked when it seems like he came to his senses. Alright. The giant ear is prevalent. Give me a better picture. All these pictures are low pixel rate. Justin was with the shits, but lo cagó el gallo. That'll have to do. That's the mugshot. His eyes are red. He looked like he'd been crying already. He realized he fucked up.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Shout out Johnny. That cop went out. You just wanted to see the bloodshed, huh? Shout out also that dap at the end. Dustin egregious as fuck. He said you did what you can, Papa. That's crazy. Crazy as fuck. Shout out Dustin, man. I don't want to see you end up like BJ Penn. I need you to do your thing. Let's get in the chat. Shout out Tere, late but present. Salute to you. Thank you for joining us. Cody said Mexico already in the next round. Put all you motherfuckers in the bathroom. Watch that shit in the bathroom.
Put him in a fucking bedroom.
Back on topic. Facts. You cannot reason with the drunk. Ain't that the truth? Lo cagó el gallo.
Yo vivo tranquila con los pelos en peso y la casa. Cállate, hijuepuerta.
Dustin needs a fight. The problem is that, you know, how long can you fight before your body says enough is enough? So, we'll see. He needs something to look forward to. He needs something on the calendar, like he says. All right. Who, Ish? What are you talking about? Probably off pills. Who's off pills? All right, let's do one more body cam. See what I got here. No, what this? Shout out my brother Oso. He said, on principle, I would have tased him one time. Just one shot. Hit him with the shot. But he would have ran that defense. Next thing you know, you're in the gilly. I'm forever gonna say, man, fuck you. Listen, I told Oso, I want to get that on the soundboard. You Dustin Poirier, man, fuck you, bro. Real shit. I was surprised he didn't do it quicker before Dustin got one in on him. He kept his distance. Them ladies was closer to him than that cop was. That's a fact. Get that. Come get some Big Dog on the soundboard. Let's do it, Big Dog. Yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna try to find the cleanest version of that shit. Imagine, bro. Dude had a hard day at work, boy. All his friends calling him pussies now. You pussy. It's fucked up. Shout out Western. We done covered the government. Talking about CJNG and the Chapitos. We done covered Guero Palma's pleas. We done covered Dustin Poirier's body cam. We're about to do another body cam before we get out of here. Shout out Western on the check-in. Salutes. All right. Shout out Western. I appreciate you. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Let's get it. Who wildin'? Dustin? Dustin definitely wildin'. You Dustin Poirier, man? Fuck you, bro. Coño, man, that escalated quickly. All them UFC junks go through it. A retirement, man. Like Oso said, they identify themselves with fighting and don't know what the fuck to do with themselves after that shit. I've been watching him fight since he was a teenager, so I could imagine. Shout out Johnny. Cartel Insider had an episode called La Posada. I don't know how accurate that is. I mean, if it's Oakland Leaks' information, then take it with a punch of salt. It ain't his own, that's for sure. Let's get a Explore With Us video. Shout out Explore With Us, one of my favorite channels. Let's get this. Dad's 40-year secret exposed in front of his familia.
The paperwork we have to notify you of here is a warrant for your arrest.
Coño, man. He looked like he got a walking cane in here, like he can't see or some shit, or maybe he's just trying to look like that.
The paperwork we have to notify you of here is a warrant for your arrest. So I'm gonna hold on to this.
California detectives arrive in Hawaii to track down this man, an elderly father and Air Force veteran. What he doesn't know is he's being arrested for a sinister secret that he has concealed for decades.
Go ahead and turn that way and just keep your hands behind your back for you.
Oh no, what happened? What did I do? I don't know what I did.
He's kind of old, he's from California.
I don't know what I did. Papa, this day has been following you for years. You in paradise in Hawaii with your walking stick. Y lo cagaste. You have shit the bed. They got you.
You guys got this right?
You damn right we got it right.
The following report is based on official police records released to date. The footage has never been seen before until now. On August 2nd, 2022, detectives close in on an elderly man suspected of murdering a teenage girl. However, the investigation left the victim's family with 40 years.
Tarde or temprano, every dog has his day, right? Right? That lame old fuck did some dirty foul shit and it came back to get him 40 years late, but hey, maybe there's some poetic justice in that. You old bastard.
During a 2nd, 2022, detectives close in on an elderly man suspected of murdering a teenage girl. However, the investigation left the victim's family with 40 years of unanswered questions, dating back to 1982 when her father contacted police.
Hello, this is Detective Stevenson. May I help you?
My daughter is missing. Something happened to my daughter?
On September 3rd, 1982, detectives with the Sunnyvale Police Department received a report from a man named Robert, who last saw his 15-year-old daughter, Karen Stitt, the night before. What began with a phone call reporting Karen as missing soon turned into a father's worst nightmare.
I want to know what you know about my daughter.
Well, I can't tell you over the phone at this time, sir. I'm going to ask you to come down in person.
Just a moment. You're taking me out of my office. I would like to know why.
Well, hold on and I'll let you speak with a captain, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Stitt?
Yes.
This is Detective Myers from Sunnyvale Police.
Yes.
We have found a deceased girl over here in Sunnyvale.
During the call, the detective didn't immediately reveal the details behind the discovery. A female had been bound by her own clothing in bushes beside an intersection near a cinder block wall.
What clothing was she born?
Yes.
Blue jeans?
Well, it looks like blue jeans.
Blue and white top?
Yes.
Okay. Where is she?
The victim was later identified as Robert's daughter, Karen Stitt, a high school student. According to court records, she had been and stabbed 59 times.
You have to work?
Yeah.
I told you, a piece of shit is going to victimize and abuse anything it can have power over. Anything.
King C has just subscribed on YouTube.
Shout out King Ciaz for the subscription. Appreciate you. Anything. A lame with power over the smallest insect will abuse it. A lame with power over a 15-year-old girl will abuse it and do what he did. That fucker ran for 40 years. I hope every foul shit that life could offer you, offered it to him for 40 years and then now go die in jail, motherfucker.
Finally.
9 times.
You have to work? Yeah. Finally.
With broken limbs that were apparently broken during the struggle. One of her shoes is up to the right, underneath the limb there. The leaves appear to be pushed back during the struggle.
A composite sketch of the killer was released to the public, but with no immediate leads, investigators leaned on Karen's father, Robert, to help them piece together Karen's whereabouts that evening.
Could you tell me when the last time you saw her was, sir?
Last night.
And who was she with, sir?
David.
And is he somebody that you wish your daughter wouldn't go out with, or what?
Not particularly.
According to court records, Karen had taken a bus from Palo Alto to Sunnyvale to visit her boyfriend, David. They met between 8 and 9 p.m. at a convenience store, grabbed drinks, and walked along a miniature golf course. On the day Karen's body was found, detectives spoke with her boyfriend, David, as the hunt for her killer was underway.
What time did you walk up to the bus stop?
And quarter to
Karen's body was found, grabbed drinks, and walked along a miniature golf course. On the day Karen's body was found, detectives spoke with her boyfriend, David, as the hunt for her killer was underway.
What time did you walk up to the bus stop?
and quarter till 12.
Did you have to there last time?
Earlier in the day.
What time?
About 1 or 2 in the morning.
Where were you?
We were at your sister's house.
David said he left Karen while she walked back to the bus stop to go home. He told investigators that he felt bad leaving her alone, but he didn't want to get into trouble with his parents for being home late. At the time, David was 17 years old.
Do you have any objection, David, to us looking in your room at home and looking at the clothes that you were wearing last night?
If you need to know.
It's important. It's important for us to know because Karen Stitt was murdered last night.
She was murdered last night?
Yes.
Who did?
That's what we're trying to find out.
According to court records, Karen's murder was committed as she was being. An unknown male DNA profile was developed from bloodstains found on the wall near Karen's body. But in the 1980s, DNA technology was still in its infancy, forcing investigators to rely heavily on Karen's loved ones to help piece.
Restart.
An unknown male DNA profile was developed from bloodstains found on the wall near Karen's body. But in the 1980s, DNA technology was still in its infancy, forcing investigators to rely heavily on Karen's loved ones to help piece together the mystery.
Did she say where she was going?
No. I was under the impression she was spending the night with her sister. I want to go see my daughter in the next 5 minutes.
And we have certain procedures that
You're going to have to understand that we're going to see my daughter, or I'm going to stop answering questions.
Father's not fucking around.
Month after Karen's murder, detectives revisited her boyfriend David and asked point blank if he killed her. David maintained his innocence and said he knew nothing about the crime. Nearly 2 decades flew by as Karen's case remained unsolved, and her father wasn't convinced that David was in the clear.
I still have this gut feeling that this kid is, I remember the mother's name. Okay, was the kid she was seeing at the time? Right. David? He always seemed a little strange. Is that what your gut feeling is from? Like he
that shit had to be driving that fucking father crazy every night. I'm sure he wanted to smoke David. Some people would crash out in that situation.
Wouldn't leave a girl there at the bus stop. Yeah, it just didn't make any sense.
Evidence against Karen's boyfriend David included an eyewitness who placed him at the 7-Eleven near the area where Karen's body was found. On December 12, 2001, David is questioned again about his alleged involvement in Karen's 1982 murder and how his story changed.
It's from like he wouldn't leave a girl there at the bus stop. Just didn't make any sense.
Evidence against Karen's boyfriend David included an eyewitness who placed him at the 7-Eleven near the area where Karen's body was found. On December 12, 2001, David is questioned again about his alleged involvement in Karen's 1982 murder and how his story changed over the years. David's polygraph also showed signs of deception.
Do you have any explanation how you have your in her when you said that it wasn't, that you had no sex with her?
That I could have been wrong about. I don't know. I mean,
12 hours later? Don't you remember when you last had sex, if it was the day before? But why does this thing show you're lying? It doesn't lie. You lie. The machine doesn't lie. You lie.
I don't trust the machine.
I have other evidence that you were there. I have DNA. DNA is better than a machine. Yeah, OJ got off on DNA. This is not a get-off type thing like OJ. DNA is you. It's better than fingerprints. Now listen, I truly think you did it. Now you have a nice wife, you're married, you have a nice home, a good job, 2 great kids, and you're very concerned about what's going to happen with all of that.
Despite suspicions surrounding David, there was not enough evidence to support an arrest. Throughout the years, DNA was collected from relatives of males who allegedly had relationships with Karen, but none matched the DNA at the crime scene. After major advancements in technology, detectives made a stunning breakthrough, and Karen's boyfriend David was ultimately eliminated as the source of the unidentified male DNA profile.
I was just going to ask, is he the guy that they caught? But they had a drawing of him. Did he look like David? Or they had a drawing of somebody, I don't know, some suspicious person, I guess.
Still, Karen's murder was as the source of the unidentified male DNA profile. Still, Karen's murder was left cold for 40 years until a Sunnyvale detective received a tip pointing to 4 brothers with the last name Ramirez. DNA from the crime scene was compared to the DNA of a Ramirez relative and is traced back to a man named Gary Gene Ramirez, a 75-year-old father and veteran living in Hawaii.
Gary, how you doing? Detective Vegas. Okay.
Can you show me what you're talking about?
Yeah, we just have to verify who we're talking to so we make sure we have the right investigation going. Do you have your ID? Do you have an ID?
No, I have a military ID.
Is that something that we can see and then we can chat with you? And if being on the driveway is harder on your leg, grab the paperwork from the car. So my name is Detective Hutchinson. You've been talking with Detective Vegas. I'll let you hold on to that. The paperwork we have to notify you of here is a warrant for your arrest. So I'm gonna hold on to this. We're gonna do this right away, right off the bat for you. I'm not gonna let you fall down or anything like that. Go ahead and turn that way and just keep some hands behind your back for you.
Oh no, what happened? What did I do?
It's something that's really old that we would be happy to talk to you about and share more information.
Hey guys.
Right now we gotta do what we gotta do safely and then we'll answer questions and make sure your family knows where you're gonna be and all that. Okay?
Oh no, what did I do? Can I get my crutch?
Oh no, what did I do? Shut your bitch.
Shut up, bitch! Shut your fucking mouth!
Does he reach the crying stage? That is the question. Let's get in the chat. Shout out Robert from Texas. Salute to you. Appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Back on topic. I don't know.
Not going to be able to do what we got to do safely, and then we'll answer questions and make sure your family knows where you're going to be and all that. Okay?
Oh no, what did I do? Can I get my crutch?
Well, that's not going to be able to go with you. We'll get into the car and then we'll explain it. We have a warrant for his arrest.
I don't know what I did.
Shout out Raven, like a Scooby-Doo episode. They're going to rip his mask off and shit. Those nosy kids.
Yeah, what you said is it's kind of old. It's from California.
Oh my god.
Old man gonna tell on who? This ain't no drug conspiracy. He's a motherfucker that got away with some foul shit for a long time. Real piece of shit.
Do you have any medications that need to come with you, Gary?
Yeah.
And if you can let me know what his ailments are so we can make sure he's taken care of.
So is there any way where he doesn't have to go?
No, bitch. There's no way. Fuck are you talking about? Did they tell her this is a murder of a little girl? Like, what are you talking about? I get it. That's your papa. Your papa got secrets, right?
No, he is under arrest right now for a warrant.
You guys got this right?
Yeah.
This is what just happened. What is this?
So Gary,
Have you guys ever seen the movie Searching for Sugar Man? It's a great movie. Long story short, it's about a guy that was famous for his music in South Africa and didn't know he was famous where he was at. This is the opposite of that story. This is a fucking asshole that had a whole life. Hopefully life gave you a kick in the ass, man. Because what you did to that girl is fucking diabolic. This crazy story makes me realize there's plenty of people like him that didn't get caught. It could be anybody. And especially back then, records were kept like shit. Police work was like shit. You know, pre-Motorola days. A lot of motherfuckers could have slipped through the cracks. A lot of them did.
the detective, he can explain all of that better for you.
You guys, this is not right.
Okay.
Gary is informed by the detective that he's being arrested for murder. Gary is taken to the police station where he's told that there's a warrant to collect his DNA. The following interrogation has been analyzed by a retired detective who is also a licensed polygraph examiner as well as a former hostage negotiation commander and instructor.
Am I going to jail?
Wait, what?
Interrogation has been analyzed by a retired detective who is also
I thought that he was saying he was a retired detective. I said, what?
DNA. The following interrogation has been analyzed by a retired detective who is also a licensed polygraph examiner as well as a former hostage negotiation commander and instructor.
Am I going to jail?
I can't answer that. I'm just here to recover some samples.
Looks so young for being a cop.
What's that? Thank you.
She looks so young for being a cop. That's how his brain still works the same way it worked then. They should kick his kneecaps in right there.
Don't let that fool you. She's actually 48. I can't answer that.
Damn, then the other guy's gonna shit on her and tell her age and shit? How dare you? What an asshole.
I'm just here to recover some samples.
Looks so young for being a cop.
What's that? Thank you.
Don't let that fool you. She's actually 48.
No way.
No, I'm joking.
He's kidding. Let's say that's dirty. Give him life in prison. Giving him life in prison is 10 months failed health. Kick his kneecaps in.
Gary's crossed arms and legs may suggest that he's either closed off or simply sitting in a comfortable position due to his age. The detective begins approaching him calmly, directly, and with confidence.
So, Gary, I was up front and honest with you from the beginning. I didn't pull any punches or hold any secrets from you. That's not my style. My style is to tell you the truth. Some other guys might have lied to you and been like, we'll just see. You're saying it's not you. I want as much explanation for how it's not you as possible so I can go find the guy that it is then. Sure. Keeping that in mind, I got to protect your rights and I got to protect my own as well, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The detective decides not to question Gary until he arrives at the station and after he's Mirandized. Gary is then asked about his ties to California, where he lived, attended college, and where Karen's murder took place in 1982, when Gary was 35 years old.
Did you have any other friends or family that lived around San Francisco area? They call it the Bay Area, I guess.
No.
You've heard of Santa Clara, Sunnyvale. Have you ever been to either one of those?
No.
Never even passed through?
Oh, probably drove through.
Gary tells the detective that in the 1980s he would visit a family member in the city of Palo Alto. Palo Alto is where the victim Karen lived and is about 15 miles away from Sunnyvale, where she was murdered. As the questioning continues, Gary is about to be confronted with indisputable evidence tying him to the crime.
The test that was done today is to confirm a result that I already know. I wouldn't be here and put you all through this if I wasn't already sure of where we're at. It's curious to me that you're under arrest for murder and you don't have any questions about that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
You know what murder is, though, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever killed a person, Gary?
No.
Is there any reason why I would have evidence that says that that's not true?
I don't know.
Could be misidentity, whatever, how all that stuff always happens and stuff.
Okay. Do you know how DNA works?
Yeah.
Like yours is even different than your brother's.
Right.
All four of you would have different DNA.
Why are you guys taking me over there when I'm not even guilty? Why am I going over there when you don't have, this information you have?
Well, fair to say I probably know a lot more than I'm sharing, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I know that a murder happened in the city where I work, and I have physical evidence that places you at that murder and nobody else.
That's not right.
Since Gary claims he has little ties to the area where Karen was murdered, the detective is about to reveal which department he works for in California. But instead of denying the accusations, Gary appears to show curiosity.
You don't even want to know what city I work in, Gary?
Where do you work?
I work in the city of Sunnyvale, Gary.
Where?
Sunnyvale.
Okay.
Why would you have been in Sunnyvale?
I don't have a clue why I would be in Sunnyvale. I have no reason for me to be in Sunnyvale.
Okay. This is a throwback. That's what the area would have looked like in 1982.
Looks like it's in Texas someplace.
So the case I'm investigating happened here. I show it to you to see if it looks familiar to you or not. It doesn't. Do you want to know if it was a guy or a girl that was killed?
These questions you asked me, you're accusing me of this thing, this awful thing, and just alone, that's terrifying.
The detective shows Gary.
It seems like in the 40 years you never thought about planning how you would handle this situation if you ever found yourself on the other side of a table with a detective and shit.
Gives me this thing, this awful thing, and just alone, that's terrifying.
The detective shows Gary a photo of Karen that was taken before she was murdered, but Gary claims her face isn't ringing any bells.
Is that a guy or a girl? I don't recognize.
That's a 15-year-old girl, Gary.
That's all.
Gary's reaction to Karen's photo reflects a weak denial.
I don't even like him looking at the picture. Makes me mad that he looks at the picture. That he looks at it for that long. That frustrates me. Probably thought about it, but thought he would. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gave it up at some point. No se le quedó. It didn't stick. He probably thought about it, but thought he wouldn't get caught after so long. It didn't stick. He gave it up. Because right here, horrible performance.
His innocence.
Who said it? Somebody said it. Deviant old man. Scooby-Doo ass deviant ass old man.
A more natural response.
That's all.
Gary's reaction to Karen's photo reflects a weak denial. Rather than clearly expressing his innocence, a more natural response would have been a direct statement that he did not kill Karen. This prompts the detective to shift into discussing the circumstances of her murder.
Is there any reason you can think of that I would have blood evidence at the scene of that woman's death, that little girl's death? And that blood belongs to you.
I don't know how that would happen.
Are you curious how she was killed?
I don't know how that would happen.
Are you curious how she was killed?
It was horrible. How was she killed?
You stabbed her 60 times, Gary.
Oh my God, no.
He said it's horrible. How was she killed?
How was she killed?
You stabbed. Are you curious how she was killed?
It was horrible. How was she killed?
You stabbed her 60 times, Gary.
Oh my God, no. I didn't do anything like that.
Note how Gary never asked questions about how Karen was killed until now, when the detective offered up the information.
There's no way that for the last 40 years of dealing with this in your heart, you haven't felt bad. This isn't going away. Now is the time to get closure for yourself, closure for her.
This is not right. I'm not gonna lift anything that I didn't do.
You want me to go check on those results, Gary?
Sure, go check on it.
Okay. Any questions for me before we step out?
No, I won't want to say anymore. You guys are accusing something I didn't do. I'd like to have a lawyer if it's okay with you guys.
After
boom, conversation over. It's a wrap. He basically just told the cop to get the fuck out.
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up, bitch!
But it's too late. Gary, ya lo cagaste.
Yo vivo tranquila con los pelos presos. Cállate, hijo.
That cop got everything that he needs and needs to know.
requesting a lawyer, the interrogation comes to an end. But Gary's decades-long secret had finally unraveled, and he was booked into the Maui County Jail.
Thank you, Gary. You need anything?
Yes. Love. Freedom.
Oh, I need love, freedom. They should take your kneecaps from you. Just as an appetizer.
Freedom I can't give you. Love I can't give you, but I can show you respect.
The detective misses the
Freedom I can't give you. Love I can't give you, but I can show you respect.
The detective misses the opportunity to calmly confront Gary by emphasizing that Karen also wanted love and freedom. Yet those were taken from her 40 years ago, while Gary has remained free ever since.
This isn't happening, is it?
It's happening.
According to court records, on February 24, 2025, after pleading no contest, 78-year-old Gary Ramirez was convicted of Karen's first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison.
That asshole looks like the asshole in the image.
Gary has remained free ever since.
This isn't happening, is it?
Yeah, it's happening, you old bastard.
It's happening.
According to court records, on February 24, 2025, after pleading no contest, 78-year-old Gary Ramirez was convicted of Karen's first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. 78-year-old...
Yeah, that shit is... Just put the stupid look on his face. And his mouth open and shit.
Gary Ramirez was convicted of Karen's first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. Gary will be eligible for parole in 2038 when he's 90 years old. By the time Karen's case was solved, members of her immediate family had died without ever seeing her murderer be brought to justice. To access more of our content,
shout out Explore With Us, dope ass channel. Listen, I hope he lives to 90, sees the parole board, and they tell him,
Shut up, bitch! Shut your fucking mouth!
You know what I mean? And send him to go get his fucking shine box.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Shout out Robert. I was trying to be respectful. I didn't want to say he's going to be in hell, 10 months in prison from natural causes. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't from that stone-ass kids. Fucking Scooby-Doo episode over here. Jerk-off ass, what's his face? Gary, old dumbass Gary. Fuck Gary. He said, the cop said he could treat him with respect. There's no respect for certain motherfuckers at a certain point. Fuck them. Give them as much respect as they gave their victim. I think I need to put Velez in the bathroom Friday. Hands up in the chat for y'all. I think Velez bounced. I'm gonna fuck over there screaming at the game and shit. Alright, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today, man. It was good. Been here 3 hours. Got a couple stories to get edited and get out there. Got some ill crime stuff, some ill film stuff. Make sure y'all sub up over there. The links are in the chat. Shout out my nieces for making an appearance. Shout out my brothers. We can only hope he gets pregnant every night. Indeed. Indeed. You'll do what? That'll take him out? Give you the contract? Take dude out? Get him the fuck out of here? Daddy, you got some replay gang to catch up on? Boy got some work to catch up on. Shout out Ish. I just started watching Raising Kanan right now. What you mean though? Like just started watching the new season, or you just started from scratch? Out of those shows, other than the original Power, I think it's the best spinoff. I will say this though. Well, I'm not even gonna say nothing if you just starting. Ask me later. Shout out Teddy. Oh, put Velez in the bathroom. Oh, Teddy ready. She ready for the call, Velez. She ready to put you in the fucking bathroom. Starting from scratch. Did you do Power? You gotta see the piece of shit that he becomes. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I was in the Chicago spinoff for 5 seconds. It wasn't a fan. Shout out Patricia, you the best side. Thank you. Continue with what you do. God bless you and protect you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Patricia. Thank you. Shout out Velez. No mommies. Where's the dog at?
No mommy's wake.
Velez, stay there, ready to put your head on the wall. Okay? She's ready. Shout out Zoraida. Getting the crib clean. Stay there wildin'. That shit said hello wildin'. What kind of translation is that, Tuvo? You wildin'? Appreciate everybody that hit that like button. Shout out Patricia. Good night, Shy. Familia, great time. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. All right, let me run through the list of everybody that jumped in the chat. Shout out Snicker Season. Salutes. Shout out Glory Days. Shannon, Zoraida, Ish, Velez, Kenny, Cody, my brother Oso, Patricia, HG, Raven, Pete Never, Samsung, Robert, Big June, Tere, TJ Betts, Jorge, Lucy Garcia, Mesa, Saturn, Western, Karen, HG, Tony, Don, Porfi, OT, Aiden, Joanne, Andrew, Michael, Edwin, Johnny, Luis Garcia, Yar, Henry Blanco, and Prospect LA. Salutes. Welcome. He said she shows up late and she still wants to fucking put his face on the wall. Might be flushing it. Damn, she trying to flush the toilet on your. Put him in a fucking bed, you might. Shout out to everybody that bought me a drink. I appreciate y'all. Salutes to all the donators. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the usual suspects. Salutes to my wrenches. Best chat in the world. Damn, she on your ass, Velez. Don't worry, Daddy. I'm going to hold it. When it's time for him to go during this World Cup situation, he's going to end up in the bathroom, and I'm going to make sure you send him there. Shout out Raven. Thank you for the fire content. I appreciate you, Raven. Salutes to you. Salutes to the family. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. Shout out JP, wherever he is on his Overwatch. Shout out Shannon. Salutes. Salutes to JP in his ghillie suit. Alright. Dustin Poirier tried to jump ghillie. Zoraida got the organic wine going down. Shout out Zoraida, great live shot. First time cleaning while listening. Finished just on time. I wish you a blessed night and a great meal. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Shout out HG. Right, I'll get these things cut and put out there. Make sure y'all hit them like buttons, hit them comments, all that good stuff. We're growing As JP would say, hit that like button. It don't cost you a thing. It's free. With that said, I will holla. Friday, 5 p.m. PST. If you're not here when the beat drop, just out. Oh shit, they on some bullshit. She on your ass. Y'all have a good night. I will holla. Peace.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
Chinga su madre, ya valió.
Put him in a fucking bed, you might. Get him the fuck out!